Welcome back for another book review. Today we are talking about this one. So this is Wicca Herbal Magic by Lisa Chamberlain. Again, I love her books. They're tiny, but they really do pack a punch, and this was no exception. So the thing I really like about this book is that the herbs that she talks about are really mostly common herbs. There's nothing too like extravagantly weird. And again, with her books, she does talk about things in like, I don't know, a much more grounded approach. You have a lot of different information as you go. Sometimes it's going to be a lot more like magical based, and then there are bits of information that are definitely more like mundane stuff and just mix between them. Overall, this is a really good book. And like all of her books, it is really small. And like, I wish she wrote longer books. I think it would be interesting to see what she could come up with in doing that. And also another thing with this book is she does mention the use of garden sage opposed to white sage. Because as a lot of witches have talked about in more recent years, white sage is getting to be an endangered, if it's not already officially listed as an endangered like plant. And it's just because overharvesting because of our communities, our witchcraft, pagan, new age communities, we're overusing it. And so instead, she encourages you to use garden sage. Does the same thing, very easy to grow, and you can just make your own if you wanted to. Honestly, I will usually just use kitchen sage. I think that is garden sage. For any sage needs, just ground up. It's really lovely. We usually use it at Thanksgiving, but also you could use it in your spells. And eventually when I can have a garden, I would love to have a magical garden that includes garden sage. But like, the ingredients in her spells is honestly so not complicated. Like, clearing unwanted energy, you need two things. Sprig of dried garden sage and a sprig of dried thyme. Those are really easy to get. Most of the time, I don't know about the sage, but I think you might be able to even just get that in the grocery store, in like the fresh produce area where they have like certain herbs fresh. Because I know you can get thyme and like rosemary and parsley and a few others, and I think sage is included if you wanted fresh. But again, if you had a magical garden, whether that if you have land or you live in an apartment and you just have a little shelf by a window somewhere where you have your plants, it's one that you could easily grow and then you can harvest it yourself, use it. But I just love that it's not that many ingredients. That's one of the things I really like about her work. She's just very down to earth. I feel like her spells are very simple but really powerful. And again, I just want to own all copies of her books. The thing I find the most funny, which is not related to this book at all, is I swear every single one of her books is at a different library in our county. Every single time, it's a different one listed on the back. And it's like, first of all, I don't even know where this one is. Just somewhere in the county. But like, every time, it's always different. And it's so like, it would be fun to see them all together on a shelf, opposed to like randomly just getting them from different libraries. Because the last one that I am reading, like, I think it came from a near Irby library, and like, it would just be fun to be able to like go to like the witchy section and just like pick out the books instead of having to look online because their search system is just a mess. But like, if they just had these all together, that would be really lovely to just grab a chunk of books and go check them out. Because I think you can check out like up to 50. I always worry that I'm like getting so close to that and then it's like maybe 20 out at a time. And it's like, it's so many books because she's written like over 20. So like we've got a lot of them to go through, but they're so good. So anyways, this is kind of rambly. It's a short book. I really like it. I definitely recommend you get these. I plan to buy these at some point, but they're just, in the meanwhile, getting them from the library is still good. So anyways, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. Huge thank you to my patrons. I'll have their names here on the screen if you'd like to support me and get access to exclusive content. It is patreon.com/nightwillowcrafts. Make sure to like and subscribe. I post every single day. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to also check out my blog for my book. It's going to be coming out very soon, hopefully next month in August. There you'll be able to find the links once they are available. And of course, I will announce it once I actually do have them available because I am not doing pre-orders. They tend to go horribly. So no pre-orders as of yet, but for now, just keep an eye out. Until next time, thank you so much for watching and blessed be.